Hey folks, so today, I guess it doesn't matter what day it is, but it's September 4th, Friday in September in 2020. So I finally got the tool that I needed, the Allen wrench, or the Allen key, whatever the hell those things are called, um, to take apart the microscope. Um, so I, this stand here was attached to this. Um, and let's see, I'm trying to see where the screws actually attach to. They attach to this thing here, and this was attached to this, and this is the actual bottom of the thing. Um, so I took this off, and the problem with this microscope is that the stand, I think this is called a stage actually, so the stage wasn't responsive, it wasn't moving up and down. So the stage is supposed to move up and down like this when you turn the knob so you can focus the light, obviously. So I wasn't sure what the problem is. I'm still not sure what the problem is. So here's the inside of it. Now the knobs weren't doing anything, so you can see here that I'm not sure which one of these is which axis. I think this is the Z axis. I don't know. Anyways, this clearly isn't turning this thing. So that's one issue that I've found so far. And the other possible issue is when I took this out, because this is the thing that actually needs to move. The stage here is just attached to this. It screws in right there. So that screws into this. But this thing is, this is what actually moves up and down. So another one of the possible issues that I found, I don't know if this is a problem or not, but these things here, I don't know what these are called, but each side only had 2 ball bearings in it, and it looks like there's room for 6 of them, so I assumed that it should have all 6 ball bearings. Maybe it would work without all of them, but obviously if it should have all 6 of them, then why not? So there would be 12 altogether, and there's only 4. But that doesn't matter right now, because the first thing is this needs to be responsive to this. So I guess this is, I don't know what the name of these fucking things are, but I guess this is the gear tract or whatever. This part is obviously, why isn't this camera focusing? This part is supposed to coincide with that thing, and this thing is supposed to turn this thing. This gear is supposed to turn that gear, and then this gear right here is supposed to, it's supposed to come in contact with this and move this thing up and down. But I'm not sure if that's making contact or not. But the first issue that I have to deal with, so I guess there's 3 problems that I've found so far, or one definite problem and two possible problems. The first definite problem is this thing not moving this, obviously. The next problem is, the next problem is whether or not this gear track actually makes contact with this once I get that moving. This obviously has to come into contact with that. And then the other problem, which might not be a problem, but I think it is, it's probably an easily solvable problem though, is the lack of ball bearings for this thing. And also I think it'll make sense to, it looks like there's some old oil in here. It looks a little bit dirty. Maybe it would work fine, but I think it would make sense to maybe clean that out a little bit and put some, I have to find out exactly what kind of oil works best, but get some probably real nice thick oil. So okay, so this thing is moving. So I think somebody said on one of the forums on the internet that there's some plastic piece that attaches these things together or something. So honestly, it looks like it is missing a piece. Whoops. It does look like it's missing a piece because I don't know how this thing could possibly turn that without some intermediary component. There must be something missing from it. I'm gonna try to find the manual for this microscope, but I actually haven't been able to find one for this specific microscope yet. I found ones for similar models. I think it was like the HM-Lux instead of the HM-Lux. To be honest, I can't remember what the name of the one I found was, but a couple of people pointed me to a manual that they thought was for this microscope, but it's not. It's a similar microscope. I haven't been able to find the exact manual for this one, but I'm gonna try to look again, and I'm gonna contact Leitz. Even though this is a really old model, they should still have the user manual somewhere on hand. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna post this video on YouTube, and if anybody watching this has made it this far, thank you very much. If you have any ideas, recommendations, opinions, insults, things like that, any of that would be much appreciated. The other idea I had was I'm gonna try to fix this, but if for some reason I can't fix it, I'm gonna just look to see if I can get a good deal on just the component that I'm missing here, which I think would be, I don't know what they call it, but it would be like this part, whatever. I think you can get that for less than $50 maybe if you look around. But anyways, I want to fix this thing because it looks like it should be able to be fixed. Really, to me, it seems like the bottleneck here is going to be what part is missing here, and if I find out what part is missing, then will I be able to find that part? They probably don't still make it new, but maybe it is something that they still use today. Maybe it's not specific to this model microscope. So yeah, it looks like the main issue is just getting these things to make contact with each other or to respond to each other. Okay, have a good one.